Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. Histories of jealousy and resourcefulness today, apparently. Well, we're continuing our game in the Cyclopean dimension. Sounds way cooler than it actually is. If you're watching on YouTube, hello and welcome back. Previously, there was a cave crocodile attack, and we built a murder temple. As in, I decorated the temple, and it got filled with spider statues and statues of the murder god. Because we have a murder god worshipper in this fortress, who I am a little concerned about, quite frankly. We might have a secret necromancer or vampire, honestly. But yeah, we have one of our dwarves, specifically the one that was on statue making duty, is a patron of Shash Skull Nightmares, the deity of murder. So that's certainly interesting. What the hell happened here? Why is there a battle axe and a shield on the floor? Meng, what are you doing? Meng she's just randomly thrown her shield and battle axe on the floor of the temple and is praying to Ebb. Is it because she's clumsy? I don't know. I'm a little confused. Well, you pick it back up again, alright? She's found God, the murder god. Yes. Our military has expanded quite a bit. Our squad at the moment is got 9 people in it, which is pretty darn good. Most of them are total greenhorn rookies who wouldn't be very useful in a fight except as cannon fodder. They are slowly training themselves up. We've got 1 or 2 who are competent and experts, because we did have a few migrants arrive with a little bit of combat experience. But for the most part, they are useless newbies. And they're going to require quite a bit of training to get them up to standards that we will need of them, if in case they actually have to defend the fortress, God forbid. Things I want to do. One thing I want to do is I want to build a farmer's workshop out here, because every time I try and tell someone to go milk animals from the farmer's workshop here, they say there's none nearby that are milkable. And we have milkable animals up here. We have a cow. We have a water buffalo cow as well. And I think the problem is just that they're too far away from the workshop. So we're going to build a farmer's workshop out here. If I can find it somewhere. Farmer, there we go. I guess they'll do. I don't really care what you build it out of, to be honest, but whatever. We're still bringing logs inside. Yeah, we are. We've been on constant charcoal production, which means we're constantly running out of wood. But that does seem to be largely under control now. I notice the workshop level seems to be largely deserted at the moment, although I think we are. We do have our best craftsman, our best metal crafter assigned to make platinum crafts now. And it's late summer, so I mean, you know, we're not that far away from the caravan arriving, the merchants. And I want to be able to sell them platinum crafts so I can buy like their entire stock in return, because platinum crafts are going to be worth a lot of dwarf bucks. Yes, they are. We've got someone currently sleeping in the tavern's rented room. Interesting. I am in the process of building more bedrooms over here. And I want to get the residential level mostly smoothed out and engraved and stuff today, if possible. We're going to have to do it in bits, though, because the smoothing and engraving overlay is it's so annoying that it just gets in the way, and it means we can't see what's going on underneath it. So that's a little bit irritating, but it needs to be Needs to be done that way, I guess, because apparently the mod that changes the overlay doesn't work on an old save game. You have to start a brand new game in order for it to work, which is seriously annoying. And frankly surprising as well, because really all it does is change an art asset, so I'm amazed that it requires you to start a new game. But whatever. Let's... Smoothing... Smooth all of this, please. Do we have any beds upstairs? Don't know if we do, actually. Got any beds in the workshop? I mean, there's some, but not nearly enough. Work orders. I'm glad I bothered to finally set up a manager and so I can do work orders, because it's really handy, honestly. Make it 20 beds, in fact. Just merely the fact that you don't have to constantly click through the menu, and also that, you know, the production doesn't get totally cancelled as soon as they run out of one of the required materials. You are competent metal crafter. Brackets rusty. Well, hopefully you'll become a little more than competent after a while. A rusty metal crafter. That's essentially a pun. A dreadful one while we're at it. This needs to be smoothed off as well. I forgot I built some additional bedrooms off the main hall here. Alright, the dwarves are busy smoothing away. Ah yes, one other thing I wanted to do. Work orders... No, not work orders. Labour. Work details. Plant gatherers. I would like to reduce this like so. Apparently, according to a trusted source, really you only need probably 2 people gathering fruit. Any more than that is a bit excessive. So we'll reduce that. So no more fruit gathering festivals in the fortress. I'm sure it was very festive and fun for everyone involved, but I really didn't want the entire fortress economy being ground to a halt every summer when the dwarves all go out to pick apples, because that happened last time and it was infuriating. So only 2 dwarves are now permitted to go out and gather fruit. Because otherwise the entire fortress population just heads outside to start gathering apples and cherries, and it's not what you'd call ideal, really. Let's get some doors placed in here. Oh, hold on. I just need to. This changes back to this default setting every time you load the game, doesn't it? So we need to keep building after and use closest material. There we go. Get some doors on all of that. Do we have doors on these already? It looks like we do, I think. They smoothed all this off pretty quick, didn't they? I think the dwarves are definitely they're improving their smoothing and engraving skills. You know, dabbling engraver, competent novice engraver. What we really want is a legendary engraver. I've had legendary engravers in the past, and they can like do this all by themselves in no time at all. It's amazing. They can smooth and engrave at the same speed that miners mine, and it's fantastic. Oh, autosave. It is autumn. More migrants. Oh, good. A sallow ghoul, another dwarf ghoul. Why are we having so many dwarf ghouls visiting? It's weird. Lots of undead dwarves in this particular world we've generated. Then again, it's probably the same couple of dwarf ghouls that are constantly visiting. Masterpiece platinum earring. Well, that's good. Well done, Tobal. The Scaly Company, a farmer guild, has been established. Okay, so it's not migrants. It's the same sound effect, though. A farmer guild's been established. That's cool. Oh, they'll be demanding a guild hall pretty soon, I imagine. Guild halls. Oh, that's going to occupy a lot of our time as well, building those. Luckily, setting them up will be much easier now. I've actually bothered to get a manager and do work orders. Work orders. Make bed. No progress on the bed making. Which is frustrating. I was about to try and put some down here. Look at that! The dingo lady! She's also a stone smoothing lady now. She's doing the stone smoothing too. She'll be an honorary dwarf in no time. Good for her. Right. Let's see. What should we smooth off next? Let's do the big main Great Hall. Let's smooth all of this. Smooth it all. Smooth me a great hall worthy of Mordor. Could arguably make these rooms a bit bigger, actually. It'd be a little asymmetrical, and so I won't, but arguably could do that. Look at him go. Okay, someone is starting to make the beds, that's good. It might have been a bit slow, because I think the manager is Tobal, and he's also expedition leader, and also, what do you call it? He's also our chief metal crafter at the moment, I think, isn't he? So Tobal... Yeah, Tobal is he's doing a lot of jobs at the moment, a bit like our awesome carpenter lady. I noticed we still have one dwarf without a beard. Tirist. The other carpenter. The merely skilled carpenter as opposed to the legendary one. It's like the only dwarf in the fortress without a beard that I can see. Must be some sort of... Oh, there's another one. Cold Spear Tomes, also beardless. Must be some sort of genetic condition. Very sad. Is that Dacost? That's the beekeeper. When you're all armoured up, you look incredibly similar to the other one, the one with the bashed up toe from the cave crocodile. Do dwarves like bigger rooms? They do. They don't necessarily need them, though, unless there's something like a noble... Steel City Gate, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your nobles and whatnot, they will want bigger rooms. They will demand it, in fact. Size of the room is not necessarily the thing itself. It's the value of the room is more important. So a big, rough-cut rock room versus a small, fully engraved one with nice furniture. The small, fully engraved one with nice furniture is worth more to them than a massive, huge bed chamber that is unfurnished and just rough stone. It's all about value, essentially. We have a petition. The Scaly Company has many members in Faithbridge and now requires a guild hall. No, I don't want to hold scaly conventions here. This is... This is a farmer's guild, though. Thankfully, it's not a scaly convention, even though... Change the name, guys, for goodness sake. Scaly Company, why? Yeah, sure, I guess we'll approve. So, we'll need to build a guild hall. Where do we build the guild hall is the question. Let's zoom out a bit, shall we? Get a more overall look at things. I guess we could build... kind of want all my offices along this row here. Guild halls. Got to pay attention to where we are on the map and where we've got room to expand. Where do we want to build our guild halls? Maybe up this direction? Let's redesignate all that up there to be mined out. That will make a decent guild hall, I reckon. Right, looks like all this has been smoothed out, which is marvellous. Now then, let us engrave it. Like this. Yeah, kind of like that, and then do the walls as well. Oh wait, that's already engraved, isn't it? Because it's part of the tavern. So the wall gets engraved on both sides, which is sort of funny. No. There we go. Begin the engraving. I love that because most of these guys are all like dabbling engravers or novice engravers. Like the engravings are all going to be a bit crap. It's like a fully engraved fortress, except all the engravings are sort of a little bit rubbish. Sort of like little stick figures and stuff. Alert. A caravan from Zelemebzuf has arrived. This is what we were expecting. I hope we've managed to do enough platinum crafts to make this worth it. We struck amethyst. Hello. Where did that happen? Up here. Goodness me. Not bad. I guess we could get someone gem cutting. We've not done that in ages. Cut gems. We've got loads of gems lying around. Wow, we finally run out of doors. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a work order for that. Rock doors. Make it 20. How's the bed work order coming along? Very nicely. Get some of these put down now. All along here as well. I'll get these rooms engraved as well soon after we're done with the Great Hall. Right, get all those put in, and then I can just use the box select thing to turn them immediately all into bedrooms. Nothing to catch in the northern swamps. We've got a lot of fisher dwarves in this fortress now, and I don't think there's enough fish to really justify all of their presence, but never mind. There's a time limit on making the guild hall. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not actually sure. We probably ought to do it sooner rather than later, though. I don't know where the petition screen is in this version of Dwarf Fortress. You know, the screen that tells you, like you've committed to, you've promised to build XYZ by this time. So what we're going to need for that is... Do you know what? The way I've always done guild halls is I've essentially done them as dining halls. But I don't know if that really needs to be the case. Is a simple meeting hall enough? Obviously putting loads and loads of nice tables and chairs in it raises the value of it. And a guild hall is like, has to be of it has to be a certain value. for it to actually be considered a guild hall like they want. You have to have a certain number of valuable items in it, like good, like fancy statues, engravings, and whatnot. So diplomacy, the expedition leader. Meeting with Raoul Riglicott once again. The world is the same as ever, so no new world updates apparently. Requests for next year's caravan. I don't know if I really have any specific requests, to be totally honest with you, dude. So no. Let's discuss what we're willing to offer if you're a craft warship. A need for bracelets and powder is expected. Bracelets we can certainly do. You want to learn a bunch of platinum bracelets that I'll charge you an absolute arm and a leg for? Yeah, go for it. So the merchants have arrived. Let's request the broker. There's Zolban. Moved goods. Right. Don't care about barrels. Do not care about them. Oh, we just have barrels equipped. I mean, equipped, selected. Bins. Right, we have a gem bin. Finished goods bin. More gem bins. Armor bin. Finished goods bin. What's this one got in it? All sorts. Alright, it's annoying that they've mixed it in with the quivers and stuff, and this hive. But never mind. Backpack. But bring it up regardless. Oh yeah, the reason why this armor bin is worth so much is because it's got our relic shield in it. Crafted by a child, if you can believe it. It was very strange. That was the other weird thing that happened last time. A child had a strange mood and crafted a bone shield for us. Can you crown dwarves as kings? Yeah, you can have a king. You can have a king of your fortress, eventually. That is a thing that will... the nobility will become more of a thing as the fortress grows larger. It hasn't really come up just yet, but it will eventually be a thing. Nobles are pains in the arse, to be honest with you. I'm not really rushing towards it because the nobles are annoying. What's that button do? I have no idea. Okay, yeah, bring the gen bin, finished goods bin. And this gem bin as well. I fear we do not have quite as much available as I would have liked. But never mind. Sort it all by value. Obviously the bar and block bins are worth quite a lot because they've got lots of platinum bars in them, but I don't want to sell off the platinum bars. I want to craft them into things first to raise their value. Alright, so that will be moved shortly. Masterpiece Platinum Ring. Keep it up, man. Migrants. More migrants. Please be useful, people. Oh, good. A child. We're off to a great start. Oh, there's quite a few that's already here. A farmer. Another peasant, aka another recruit for the army. A brewer. Pump operator and mechanic. The mechanic part is definitely more useful. Accomplished gem setter. Not bad. We have a turkey. Okay, then. Herbalist and thresher. Please, give me someone with medical skills, for fuck's sake. Is that it? I think that was it. I need a dwarf with medical skill. I need one really bad. Look at that. No relevant skills. 57 dwarves in this fortress, and not one of them has a single relevant medical skill at all. Flippin' heck. Normally, I'm drowning in the buggers. Normally, every other fortress I do, got more doctors than I know what to do with. Not this one, though. Alright, the bed work order is done. That's good. Cancels cut gems. Job item lost or destroyed. What? How did you... Oh. Might be because we took the gem bin upstairs. I reckon that's probably why. We took it to the market, and that's why they've cancelled it. Alright, trade. Yeah, this gem bin is just full of rough gems. That will explain it. Well, we can trade some of these cut ones at least, I guess. We've still got a leftover claystone crown, apparently. Some other stone crafts in here, too. All this old claystone stuff. Yeah, tick the whole bin. And this one we've got to get a bit more specific about, because we seem to have an assorted mixture of things in here. No, don't sell the hive. We'll keep that. Yeah, more rough gems in there as well. Okay, 5,296 dwarf bucks we've got. This is worth less than I was hoping for, but oh well. What do we want in return? You could get a friggin' piano thing. Tempting, very expensive, but tempting. Actually, some of these are relatively cheap. This one here, the sportry one. I'll get that. A kebmac, whatever a kebmac is. It seemed to be represented by the picture of some sort of piano harpsichord type thing. Drinks, of course, are always welcome. The crossbows are a little tempting. Helms, bismuth, bronze, helm. There is some steel gauntlets. Any steel they've got, I'm happy to buy. Lots of cloth as usual. You got anything a little more interesting than cloth, though? I'll take all of your plump helmets. Might as well. Steel chain leggings. So trap components. I never really mess around with traps very much, I have to admit. Perhaps I ought to. I mostly just tend to rely on, you know, something big and dumb like the pit trap we made with the bridges. And also I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I rely on. I just rely on drawbridges and having a decent squad of military dwarves. I never really bothered with traps. Probably should, at least cage traps. I ought to consider if I want to capture things rather than kill them. Okay. Trader profit is huge. Unless I decide to buy some other stuff. Like more musical instruments, perhaps. A little mini forge and a puzzle box. Go on, let's have a puzzle box for Morrowind's sake. A dwarf puzzle box. I don't know about the iron mini forge though. You know what? I think I'm gonna get this bull. Because it wouldn't be a terrible idea to try and set up a kind of dairy farm. If you put a door in the wall to keep crocodiles out, couldn't your army of fisher dwarves fish in the cave water down below the fort? I don't know of a safe way of them being able to do it, mate. I don't trust them not to drown themselves. There isn't like a handy shore, like a bank they can stand on and do their fishing. I'm still not 100% clear exactly on how the cave crocodile even got into the fort in the first place. My assumption is it climbed up on top of the mushroom or something. But I'm not totally sure. I'm going to remove a few of these, slim your profit down a little bit. Right, I'll give you that back. Then you're on a 2 grand profit, marked in green. Trade. There you go. And then we'll move the goods from the depot, the ones that are left. Bins, 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 bins. Bring the gem bins back down and whatnot. Bring it all back down so our jeweler can get back to cutting the gems. Put down a floor. I don't know. I genuinely, mate, I don't know, because I don't know what would stop it from like falling down, for example. I don't know. You might have to build supports for it. I'm not sure how any of that stuff works. My assumption is that you got open space here, and then you've got the water. My assumption is that the cave crocodile climbed out of this water onto the top of the tower cap, and then came into the fort through this before I closed it off. My assumption is that's how he did it. In theory, I feel like that means we could let the dwarves fish from the tower cap mushroom. They could just come out of here, walk onto the top of the mushroom, and then fish on that. But I'm not totally 100% sure. I'm also not totally 100% sure if a door will actually keep a crocodile out if it wants to come in. And, you know, crocodiles might be the least of our problems, for all I know. Using R, you might see if there's somewhere to climb up. What does R do? Show up and down arrows over ramps at the current elevation. It's not showing anything. Even before you have a kraken in your aquifers. Well, thankfully we have no aquifers because I downloaded the mod that gets rid of them. Because I hate aquifers. And then just out of spite, as if to laugh at me, the game gave me a flooded cavern layer instead. Which is a shame, because a cavern ordinarily would be quite useful for a ton of things. But, not this one. Not unless I can teach the dwarves to breathe underwater. Which, just to be clear, you can't. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to designate a bit of auto-mining here, I think. I don't really need more limonite, but sometimes they might find something useful while mining the limonite, which is how we ended up finding the platinum after all, because I had the dwarves auto-mining magnetite, and that's how we found the platinum. Speaking of which, some tetrahedrite they could mine out, I suppose, and some lignite. Is this all lignite as well? Yeah. Auto-mine all of this. Right, did they bring that stuff back down yet? No, the gem area is still empty. Oval amethyst cabochons. Nothing has taught me more about minerals and rocks than Dwarf Fortress has. My geography teacher at school, Mr. Fowler, wishes he could have taught me this much about rocks. Are any of your dwarves skilled at swimming? I have no idea. I don't have dwarf therapists, so there's no easy way to find that out. There's the bees. The bees! I assume we're harvesting this for honey. Here we are. It requires a jug, apparently. I don't know if we have any jugs. Jug. Where would we find jugs? We might have some jugs. I don't know. I think I'll just tell someone to make jugs. Just to be sure that we have some. Add new task. Can we make rock jugs? Rock jugs. No. Cancel that. Make it a work order. Jug. Rock jugs. Make 10 of them. That way we can be sure we're going to be able to harvest the honey. Any doctors? No, Aurelius, no. Not a single. We just had a migrant wave as well with no doctors in it. 57 dwarves in this fortress, and not a single doctor. Not so much as a suturer or a surgeon among them. There you go. Look at our created wealth. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? Starting to look pretty darn good. Well, it looks like we've got all this sorted out now. The main hall's looking pretty. Now we need to sort of do something about this guild hall I've been asked to set up, don't I, really? Oh dear, we were out of doors. Okay, well, we better fix that, huh? Oh, you're already making rock doors. Someone's supposed to be making rock doors, but isn't. Good. Great. Lovely. In the meantime, smooth it. them all go. That really indicates just how many idlers we have in this fortress, which is sort of less than ideal, really. I mean, you can, Matt. I can just assign a random nobody with no skill to be the chief medical dwarf. I just feel like it's a really bad idea. I feel like I'd rather wait for a doctor-type dwarf to actually finally turn up, rather than just assign a complete novice to do it instead. Come back, my horde of engravers and smoothers. Why are you all... Oh, you're all engraving the wall from this side, which is just weird. Smoothing it from this side, rather. This poor guy who's in this room is just like, what are you all doing in my room? Why are you here? Get out! I find it funny that the idlers would rather spend all their time in the murder temple than the tavern. Yes, the murder temple is popular, isn't it? Yeah, it's very popular. Which is worrying. Look, they all gone straight back in there. Unmet need, pray to ebb. It's just where they like to hang out. I mean, I guess I don't blame them. I mean, it's nicely furnished and everything. It's big. It's all engraved. We've got nice statues in there, nice altars and stuff. Like, it's a nice place to be. Does engraving add wealth to the fort? I don't know, actually. Good question. I assume it must do, because it definitely adds wealth to a room in terms of like calculating the room's value for the purposes of upgrading a temple or a guild hall or whatnot, or living quarters. Ah, yeah. How is the mining going on down here? Wow. That was quite a vein, wasn't it, they dug out there? Jesus. Good heavens. How about further down? You found any more platinum? No, I don't think they've actually really started yet. This guy's working on this, but... Adds wealth in architecture. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's one of our biggest sources of wealth, actually, is architecture at the moment. Look at them all in an engraving conga line. That's hilarious. I love that the dingo lady's getting stuck in. She's having a go as well. Is it not magnificent? Okay, we've started work on the doors finally. That's good. So I can pop some doors down for this room. Right, can someone remind me, does a guild hall need to be a dining hall, or can it just be a meeting hall? Because I've always, for some reason, built them as a dining hall, and I don't know why. I've long since forgotten why I decided to do that. Did the Gorlak end up joining? No, he didn't, actually. I haven't seen him in a while. I hope nothing bad happened to him. Guild hall can just be a meeting hall. Okay, right. Well, that means I don't have to build, like, 20 chairs and tables, then. I can just build like 20 statues instead to raise the value. I mean, let's see. I don't know how much it's worth right now, just with the empty room of the engravings, frankly. Meeting hall, meeting hall. Where? Meeting area. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Meeting area. New guild hall. I believe it was a farming guild hall, wasn't it? Farmer's hall. Farmer hall. Here we go. It's currently a meeting place. It's worth 660 dwarf bucks. It needs to be worth 2,000 to be a guild hall. And we have agreed to build it, it says there, so... Okay. The Vegetation of Valleys, it's called. I suppose that's vaguely farmer-ish, isn't it? I guess that works. It's farming adjacent, as names go. Still really don't want to speculate exactly why they're called the Scaly Company, but whatever. Okay, right. Well, we need to put some stuff in here then. Which, and by stuff, I think statues would probably be a good start. Do we have let's see. Stone cutters. A stone cutter's... What's a stone cutter? Is a stone cutter just a stone smoothing? Because I think I want to know... Let's review the kitchen section here a little bit. That reminds me. Did we get this farmer's workshop set up? We did. Add new task, milk animal. Repeat. I just saw milk in the menu there and was reminded. Oh yes, right, yes, I was going to do that. That was the thing I was going to do. I want to find out who our best stone crafter is. You know, stone mason, I guess. Who's our best statue maker, effectively, is what I want to know. So that I can make sure that they're doing the stone statue making. Arguably, I suppose I could get our metalsmith to make a platinum statue. Oh, hello, Colin. He's just barged onto the desk. How you doing, buddy? What's up? You want to sit on my lap? Is that what you're angling for? Hmm? Hello, puss. How you doing? Let's make a platinum statue. Other objects. Platinum. Make a platinum altar. It's not really what I want though. Platinum step ladder, can you imagine? What an extravagance. Furniture, I think, is what we want. I think statues are considered furniture. Yes, they are. Make me a platinum statue for the guild hall. Platinum wheelbarrow. Oh yes, you got to encrust the step ladder with gems as well. Yes, absolutely. That's definitely the kind of all wealth, no class, nouveau riche kind of thing to do, isn't it? Get a platinum gem encrusted step ladder. That's what rich people do, right? They have platinum gem-encrusted step ladders. I know how to rich correctly. Gonna get all this smoothed out because it's bothering me that it isn't at this point. Platinum throne. I will actually make a platinum throne when we get our first noble. Who actually wants a throne room. He'll absolutely be getting a platinum throne. If I can set it up correctly, I'd like it to be a platinum gem encrusted throne. Just like the throne, literally this one fucking chair will be all the value required to make it an opulent throne room. The rest of the room could be like a 2x2 dirt hole in the ground, but it's just got this most amazing platinum throne in it that just boosts its value comically. Platinum latrine, yes. Smooth the kitchen, smooth it. Has it been done yet? I believe it's been done. So, where do we want to put the statue? Unfortunately, this room doesn't... I guess we could put it at the top there. That would work. Furniture, statue. Select material after placement. Platinum statue. Bet it's going to be of some sort of hideous child-murdering deity or something, isn't it? There we go. I want to see now how the value of this thing jumps. Once we put this down. It's worth like 600 dwarf bucks at the minute. I thought something this haul, I think. $660 before the engraving. Yeah, something like that. Let's have a look right now, actually. It's worth 660 dwarf bucks right now, yeah. Well, we've now reached a point where we can get smoothing done very, very fast, which makes me very happy. So, might as well get the rest of this level smoothed out. Still waiting for someone to bring the statue down at the moment. Since I've now gotten everybody smoothing, though, it might take a while, I have a feeling. How's the vault going? Smooth is how it's going. Masterpiece Platinum Scepter, excellent. There, the platinum statue is in place. Let's have a closer look at it, shall we? A platinum statue of Ebb. Well, that makes sense, considering everybody here is an Ebb fanatic. The item is an image of Ebb, the deity of dreams and nightmares, depicted as a male dwarf in platinum by Thikut Kosoth Kaskal. Ebb is contemplating. There you go. So that's who Ebb is, the dwarven deity of dreams and nightmares. I guess that explains why so many people are meditating on dreams and meditating on nightmares up here. And let's check the value of this place now that we've done that. 1,700. Okay, it didn't shoot up quite as much as I would have liked it to, but that's still quite impressive. Furniture, statues. Do we still have more left? Hopefully we do. Oh yeah, we got loads. Put some claystone statues down. Around 1,000 from just one statue. Yeah, a little bit more than that, actually. Not bad, is it? I suppose I probably could have tried to, like, you know, encrust it with gems or something to boost its value even further, but that's just faffing about. if you ask me. What's this of? Clay stone statue of a spectre of embers. The item is an image of a spectre of embers and clay. Do I want to know what a spectre of embers is? I'm not sure I do. It looks like a box. It looks like a cube from here, but what about this one? It's a conglomerate statue of Zulban Stillhammer. Superiorly designed image of Zulban Stillhammer, the dwarf, and 2 cows in conglomerate by Dumed Kodolikot. Zulban Stillhammer is embracing the 2 cows. Okay. That seems very farmerish, to be fair, actually. That's very appropriate for the Farmers Guild Hall. I approve. What's this one? Another statue of Ebb. Ebb looks confused. What's this guy doing? Playing make-believe. Oh, it's a child. I wish the child sprites were shrunken down a little bit so that they visibly looked more obviously like children. We've got another spider statue, it looks like. Yep. Another cave spider statue, and this one is a statue of a llama. What is this, The Sims? We've got llama statues now? Alright, fair enough. Kirish has grown to become a goose. Does someone have a pet goose? Someone around here has a pet goose. We should keep an eye on them. I wonder if they're also a god of murder worshipper. Lunatic here has got a pet goose, and I'm not okay with that. Say that, but then the goose is unleashed upon the goblins. Sadly, you can't have war geese in this game. A long-standing omission, frankly, very overlooked by the devs. I think war geese should be a thing, but sadly they are not. Get all the engraving laid out here. I'll do that once they've finished and smoothing all that. And put that there as well. Sadly, we haven't had any goblin. There's the goose. Kivish. A tame goose, as if such a thing could truly exist. Pet of Dastot Enorsazir. Wish there was a hyperlink there so I could click on Dastot's name and have a look at him. But yes, there's the goose. We also have a pet duck wandering around. We've had a pet duck for a while. Coolette the duck. The drake, technically. There are psychopaths in real life who do actually have pet geese. I've seen YouTube videos of it. I don't know why they do it. It's like people who keep foxes as pets. I just don't understand. It looks like a nightmare. Ah, stray water buffalo cow has given birth to a water buffalo calf. We might end up with a water buffalo farm at the rate this is going. Buffalo cheese, everybody. Oh, we've made the rock jugs. That's good. Refined coal. Oh, we have charcoal again. I think we must be. You know what that means. Get burning, and to boot, I think we'll chop down another tree or two just preemptively. I don't know how much deforestation we'll have to do to anger the elves. I do sometimes miss Old Dwarf Fortress in some ways. Like, for example, I miss having randomly generated goblin raids instead of ones that were based on local goblin populations. It's more realistic the way it is in the game now, but at the same time it was kind of fun having virtually guaranteed goblin attacks. I've never been harassed by the elves either. In all the recent years I've played Dwarf Fortress, I've never had the elves turn up and start having a go at me for chopping down trees. I've said it before, but it is particularly these days in Dwarf Fortress, it is actually incredibly easy to set up a perfectly safe functioning fortress. As you can see here, it's you know, it's not difficult to people have a weird impression of this game being very hard, and it kind of isn't. It's only as hard as you want to make it. Because as you've seen in this playthrough, it's honestly been we've had no real danger. The spiciest moment was when the cave crocodile turned up, and that was practically over before it even began. There's no goblin raids. There's none of that kind of crazy stuff. It's you know, it's relatively easy to set up a perfectly functioning safe fortress that isn't in any immediate danger. To the point where, you know, sometimes it actually gets boring. Sometimes you end up retiring the fortress and going off to set up a new one somewhere more interesting. That just means it's okay to dig deeper. Well, yeah, I mean, ultimately. Kossoth has become attached to an iron shield. That's nice. Dendritic agate. Where did that happen? All the way down here, huh? What did you find here? Oh yeah, I'll mine some of this out as well then, while you're at it. Rough-hewn jet. More lignite here. Wow, they've been on a real digging odyssey up here, haven't we? More magnetite here. I'll go ahead and mine that out as well. Is there an equivalent to Balrogs in this game? I keep saying it, but it's spoilers. It would be spoilers to answer questions like that. You're better off finding out for yourselves. Do. Hello, Mr. Turkey. Someone got a pet? Yeah, someone has got a pet turkey. I want to be able to train war turkeys as well. War turkeys and war peacocks. War peacocks. That would be scary. How are the peacocks getting on? They're still not... We still haven't had any pea chicks. I don't know what's going on here. Something clearly is not working. I'm just going to unforbid these doors at this point. and let the doors back in to gather eggs, because we aren't hatching any baby pea chicks. It's just not happening for some reason. You need nest boxes for that? Yeah, they've got nest boxes. Are you blind? I'm kidding. Obviously you're not. You just, you know. Let me scroll down. Yeah, nest boxes there. They're right there. They're using them. They're nesting on them as we speak. But I've shut this door. The peacocks have been in here for the better part of a year now, sealed in there, and they still have not produced any offspring. So I have no idea what's going on. They have nest boxes. There's no reason why they shouldn't be doing it, as far as I can tell. How'd they not starve? Well, they don't. They've got all the vermin. They've got the worms and things to eat. You don't really have to feed poultry in this game, do you? I've never noticed that being a thing. They just eat the little vermin that automatically spawn around them. Is sexuality a factor in the peacock code? That would be funny, wouldn't it? We just have this one gay peacock who refuses to do his duty. That would be a very Dwarf Fortress thing to happen, wouldn't it? You can have gay animals. Well, there you go then. I think we might have a gay peacock, everybody. I haven't checked on the value of this yet, have I? 1,800. Really, guys? Jesus Christ. What else do you need? What could we make in that? What could we put in there that would be cool and valuable? Make some other platinum things, I guess. Just anything, really. Could we put in there? Put a musical instrument in there, I guess. Why don't we do that from furniture? Instrument. I forget how much these are worth. This one seems to have the most brackets around it, so I reckon that's probably the most valuable. That might be enough to push it over into over 2,000. No, you don't want to put a workshop in a guild hall. That's not going to help at all. 1,900, for fuck's sake. I should put one of the other ones in the tavern. Furniture, instrument. Put it there. Come one and all to the Cave of Apes, where everybody knows your name. Is Zulban playing the piano now? Socializing. Just sat on the piano and socializing. I need a diamond hoe. Just placed in there on an altar. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it, actually? That'd be kind of neat. My name is Indigo Tourmaline. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I could just do a little bit of additional engraving. That might do the job, but I quite like the way it's laid out at the moment. It looks very aesthetically pleasing. What could we make? What could we make? A bookcase? I don't know. A cabinet? Probably another statue will do, really, honestly. In fact, I think I probably already have some. Statue. There we go. Have another rock salt statue. Probably should have made the place bigger, honestly. Some nice plants. I don't think dwarves really do plants, JB. Yep, all the wrong buttons. 2,000, exactly on the money. Hopefully that will suffice. Or are we like, I don't know, is that just rounding it up? Because it's, yeah, we must have like 1999.9, and it's rounded it up to 2,000, but we're not actually there yet because it's still considered a meeting place. How frustrating. Next guild hall I make, I'm going to take into account how difficult this has been and actually lay it out a bit bigger and leave more room for statues. It's just going to be statue central. Whole friggin' gallery of statues. Saving game. I suppose technically there's room in there for a big row of tables and chairs if I really wanted to. Right down the middle. Put some chairs in there as well. Make it a little banquet hall. There you go, have another statue. Greedy buggers. I could expand the room, JB, but then, you know, I'd have to re-smooth and re-engrave and remove these statues out of the way and stuff, and bah, says I, bah. Surely that has now, it is now officially a guild hall, excellent. Oh, Toble's been taken by Fey Mood and has claimed a crafts dwarf's workshop. Okay, Toble, what you doing? What you doing, Toble? That's Dakos, that's not Toble. Where's Toble? Where's Toble gone? Where you at, Toble? Oh, right, you're right there. So I have to gather a bit of limonite, it looks like. Guildhall agreement with the Scaly Company has been satisfied. Lovely. It's begun mysterious construction. It works furiously. Is Tobal a he or she? Tobal is a he. The dwarves are sparring. I'll check in on the military dwarves in a bit, actually, and see how their skills are coming on. What are you making, Tobal? What are you creating? We must know. Actually, you know what? There's something I do want to do here, actually, which is expand this hall a little bit. Oops. And build a doorway there so people can get the wood in through here to the charcoal burner much quicker. Still working furiously. Oh! Okay. There's actual fighting happening. What's going on? God, I wish there were sound effects for this. There's a fight going on down here. There's a whoa. A giant olm. Seriously injured, apparently. I wish there was a description here. Where did you find, like, the description of a creature in the Steam version? It's in health at the end. There we go, thanks. Giant amphibian predator found underground near water. How did you get in here? How did you get in here? Is there some bullshit still going on with this? I think there might be, because these are downstairs as well as upstairs. And I think that effectively means we've got a hole in the floor, and stuff might be coming up through these stairs, through the hole in the ceiling, on this level, up into here. I really don't know how to fix that. Does anybody know how to do that? How I could just turn these into upstairs and remove the downstairs component? How the fuck do I sort that out? I mean, this Alma's not having a good time. Its head's cut open. It's not in good shape. There's a drake, apparently. The drake sounds a little scarier. Where's this drake? There's the Alm. Let's go here. Others. Okay, the drake's the duck, of course. Oh, it said drake, and I was thinking is this some sort of dragon-like creature? No, it's the duck. It's the pet duck. Did the pet duck die? Oh my god, I hope not. Attacks the drake. The giant almost hunting the pet duck. The duck jumps away. The duck was fighting back, which is kind of hilarious. It bites the giant olm in the left front leg. Go duck. I'm on team duck. The mighty duck. The duck clearly seems to be winning this fight. That's the funniest part to me. Bites the olm in the head, denting the skin and bruising the fat. Imagine being a giant olm and losing a fight with a duck. Obviously the miner got involved at some point as well. Was the miner in question the owner of the pet duck? The giant elm collapses and falls to the ground from overexertion. Military dwarves, assemble! Kill that elm. Da, 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 da. Should all start coming downstairs. Well, at least you didn't have any kind of dragon in here, because that was my first assumption when I saw Drake, and because I forgot that that's what the male duck is called. In the meantime, have another auto mining order on that. Tobal has created Kegolgotol Debendok, a Cowlanite ring. He claims it as a family heirloom. Ah, nice one. They've arrived! And that was over incredibly quickly. You novice axe dwarf, not adequate dodger. Yep, these guys are all a little bit rubbish, but they were able to finish off one extremely maimed giant olm, I think. I like that there's battle sound effects in the background. That's kind of fun. Ficard is our expert axe dwarf. Well done, everybody. Fine work. Cancel the order. Just, I don't think I needed to, but just to be on the safe side, and we'll dump the giant elm. Skip to the bottom here and witness the grisly end. Do 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 do. Why are you using bismuth bronze battle axes when we have iron ones available, you weirdos? Love the duck just going to town on this thing. It's friggin' hilarious. Collapses and falls to the ground from overexertion. Right, that's the point where I ordered in the military. Hacks the elm in the right rear foot, tearing apart the fat. The axe is lodged firmly in the wound. Giant elm strikes at the axe dwarf, but the shot is blocked with the iron shield. Excellent. Hacks the giant elm in the upper body with his axe, tearing apart the muscle, tearing apart the liver. Oh, gruesome details here. Pulls the axe back out of the creature. Lodges firmly in the wound again. The giant elm gives into pain. I feel bad for the elm at this point. It just wanted to eat a duck for its dinner, and it just got so much more than it bargained for. Hacks the giant elm in the head. The injured part is cloven asunder. She just split its head in half. Damn. Anyway, I kind of if anyone mentioned in the chat about how to sort out this stair problem, could you mention it again? Because I missed it on account of the giant elm versus duck fight. Never actually seen any wildlife eat what they kill. That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point. I'm kind of using my imagination on that one, but now that you mention it, I don't know if wildlife actually eat things in this game. Or if they're just like Colin here, who just kills things for fun. Don't you little psychopath? He looks so adorable right now. He's curled up in a little ball on my lap. You're a very cute kitty cat, aren't you? You're a cute little murderer. not your fault. I mean, it's the friggin' Romans brought your ancestors over to this country specifically for the purpose of killing vermin. It's hardly your fault. Hatches could be the easiest solution. Visually not great. Because I still need the stairs that go up. Because obviously they connect to the main staircase in the fort. I still need these stairs to be able to go up, but I just need to... I need to remove the down component of them somehow. And that's the part I don't know how to do. Hatches are basically horizontal doors that let your dwarves use the stairs. Yeah, but is that... if I put a hatch on all of these, is that not going to... And I lock said hatch. Does that mean that they're not going to be able to go up either? Like, where do I need to put the hatch? This is the bit... This is Z-levels shenanigans that I don't understand. It's because it's difficult to visually represent in the game, but like... If I put a if I cover these stairs in hatches, like, is it just going to restrict them? It's just going to close up this gap underneath, or is it going to also stop people from going up? That's what I need here. What I need is for dwarves still to be able to go to... I need to essentially turn these up-down stairs into just upstairs. That's what I need. I need these to be upstairs instead of up-downs. I don't know how to achieve that. Are you a wizard? No. Sorcerer Dave. In other words, intelligence is my dump stat. Not been in this exact situation, but doesn't unlocked hatches and slash doors stop wildlife from getting in as well. Honestly, not in my experience. Your giant olms and your cave crocodiles, I don't think they give a shit about unlocked doors or hatches. They just barge straight on in. Normally, when I have a doorway, sort of an entranceway to a cave level like this, I usually use a drawbridge. The same way I do to the outside of the fort. You know, just sort of seal it off if I need to. But we're in a weird, unique situation here because A, the cave level is flooded, and B, the problematic entrance is actually a vertical one at the moment, rather than a horizontal one. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to do other than, like, turn this corridor into a barracks and have all the military dwarves hang out here 24/7. To destroy upstairs, use the remove upstairs ramps command in the designations menu. To remove downstairs, dig a channel on them. Note that the stupid dwarf will want to do this from a tile on the level of the stairs if one of is available. Magma and deep water will prevent this. To eliminate up downstairs, remove the upstairs first. So if I tell the dwarves to channel... Oh my god, this is like save and continue playing territory. Please no drown my dwarf. Alright. We'll channel that and see what happens. This is the most unintuitive solution, because arguably a channel's just going to make a hole in the ground, I would have thought. That'll make the problem even worse somehow. If anyone's going to come along and do this, I think the doors might be busy mining downstairs. Oh, someone is here doing it. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much just... Yeah, that's just replaced my stairs with open space. That's not really... And now he's stuck down here. You know what? Fine, we'll just... This will still work. We'll just have to do it the hard way, which means we'll have to build floors. So... Constructions, floor... Build it out of rock salt, I guess. It's annoying, but this should do the job, I think. Gotta get someone down here to do it pronto. Oh my god, did that just... You fucking idiot. Oh, he managed to climb out. Okay, well that pretty much definitely confirms that was how the creatures were getting in then, I suppose, at least. Right, hopefully we can get this set up and then I can build some upstairs. Yeah, basically I'm going to put floors in here and then we'll build upstairs on top of the floor. Hopefully someone's going to do it soon, though. Like you, Meng, Katten Gicken, you would be an excellent candidate to build this wall. I didn't mean to place a wall there. Cancel that. You could build a floor right here. You've got some rock salt right next to you. Why don't you just jump to it, my friend? Probably because you're set. I need to change your settings, don't I? Floor. Let's go to this. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, looks like you've now been spurred into action. Excellent. Alright, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. It's working, it's working. Build that floor, otherwise you're never going to get out of here and you're going to starve to death, my little friend. You are in survival now. Survival mode now. Platinum step ladders. I'll have to make my next fortress logo the platinum step ladder. There we go, lovely. So now hopefully, oh my god, I'm not sure if that's going to work. I don't think it has. Oh god. Alright, maybe if I do it for the other way around. If I go like that. No, it's not working. Oh god. Why won't you let me build stairs, game? Use the construction menu ones. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll do that then. Stairs. Just build them out of conglomerate then. I don't know. Whatever's closest. Whatever works. You're just sleeping. Okay. You have a nap, Meng. More sparring going on. Right, I think he's off to go build these stairs for us. Say for us. For him more than anyone else, really. Oh my god, it's working. They're all coming down to build the stairs. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Yeah, you're thirsty, aren't you, mate? You spent an entire night stuck down here. Alright then. Problem frigging solved. More or less. Still waiting to build the last one, but... yeah. Hopefully no more cave creatures swimming up into the fort. As much excitement as it provides, Ustruth the miller has given birth to a boy. Oh! Aspiring, weather is cleared, and could not find path. Well, how can you not find path for that? Oh, maybe it's referring to something old that's no longer relevant. Yeah, there we go. It's done now. Alright, that's dealt with. Friggin' flooded caves, and your cave crocodiles and giant olms, and huge puddle of blood. Oh my god, is the dingo lady licking up? No, she's cleaning. Okay. That was probably, like, very speciesist of me to assume that she was licking it up rather than cleaning it. Well, unless that's what it means by cleaning it. I don't know. I assume she's down there with a mop and bucket right now and not just, like... Godin Seal Teacher... That's a name and a half. Wishes to join the Crimson Staff as a citizen of Faithbridge. You just want to be a regular old citizen. Fair enough, I guess. Godin Seal Teacher. Who's Godin Seal Teacher, then? Are you a dwarf, or are you someone more interesting than that? Godin, I guess that would be you. Yeah, you're a bard. Oh, okay. Don't really need another bard, if I'm honest, but alright. Who's this? Shorast. Alright, another one of our axe dwarves. Having a little sleep there. Should we get these engraved, actually? Get these bedrooms engraved. Sorry to barge in, everybody. I think there's someone in there sleeping right now. We've come to engrave your bedrooms. Well, that guild hall looks quite nice in the end, actually. There was a bit more effort to set up than I expected it to be, but it's turned out quite well. Oh, they've got a bunch of musical instruments in there. I'm curious now about the church, the old temple here, the Citadel of Souls. Apparently it's a sculpture garden right now. It's now considered a sculpture garden rather than a meeting area because of the statues. No, it just has a performer. If we were to upgrade it, it's worth 2,200 a minute. Next to be at 10,000, it would be a... And then you could assign a priest to it, I think. I don't really see a pressing need to upgrade it though right now. Are you using the fellow acting strange? Yeah, he built a masterpiece stone ring. Not very exciting in the end, really. What you guys all doing? Leading a shield demonstration. You're now a proficient hammer dwarf. You guys are slowly improving your skills. You're an expert axe dwarf, Thickod. You're probably our best fighter here right now. Oh, you've arrived late to join in the demonstration. He's now attending the training session. We should recruit someone else. I think we've got a free slot, haven't we? Assigned position 10. Pretty sure we have a few useless peasants around here. There's a pump operator. Peasant. Kubuk. Congratulations. Welcome to the army. I had this. I've had a few ideas for other forts I might do. One idea was we were talking about it on Discord actually, but one idea I kind of had was a desert fort where we have a camel farm, which might be a giggle. And another idea I had was a Mongol dwarves, where we have a yak farm and we drink nothing but fermented yak milk, and we train a huge military and go out and wage mighty military campaigns across the map. Shame you can't get dwarves to ride as cavalry. Otherwise, I'd totally do that. I'd have horse archer dwarves. A volcano fort is obviously... Yeah, a volcano fort is definitely something you have to give a go at some point. Ah! Moses Glove Tactics wants to join for the purpose of soldiering. Do you know what? You can replace that random peasant we just assigned. Kubuk. How do I sack you? Remove assignment. Alright, just change it to someone else. Alright, who's the new guy? Moses. Competent spear dwarf. Welcome. You can be in the squad instead. Where is Moses then? I feel like we don't have enough bedrooms at the moment. Probably need to build more. There he is. Mercenary, no activity. I can now reside in Faithbridge. I am very satisfied. What items do you have? An iron spear, bronze shield, hemp trousers, bronze... Lots of bronze armor, an iron mail shirt. Really need to sort of consider my steel production now, actually. That's another thing. We were going to get some steel production set up, and I never really got around to it. We need to make coke from lignite, don't we? Let's do that. What are you doing, cat? You fidgeting again, buddy? What's up? You trying to get comfy? Or are you going to leave? You heading off? Don't... Oh, God, dude. Just hold on a second. There you go. He managed to get caught on the headset cable and was slowly about to pull it across the desk along with him, which would have led to chaos. You silly puss, what are you doing? He's probably hungry, actually. He's going to be demanding food very shortly. In fact, what is the time at the moment? Let's have a look. It might be about time for me to go, honestly. Yeah, it's 7:30. It's probably about time for me to wrap this up today. Okay, well, folks, we had a giant Ulm attack. We finished smoothing and engraving the residential level. We built ourselves a guild hall for the farmers. We killed a giant Ulm, as mentioned. We filled out our squad of military dwarves. We did a lot more mining, and we solved our little... Oh, hello. What do we got here? Jaspers and rock crystals. Yes, please. We solved our random swamp cave intruders problem. I hope, anyway, unless they're getting in somewhere else. Through some sort of cheeky diagonal somewhere. Did we find any more platinum down here? Found some indigo tourmalines. Some more tetrahedrite there. So the answer's no for now. I may want to continue digging down a bit further. Nobody's died yet. I mean, this is something that really stuns me, frankly. I think I'm going to get all this smoothed out. There we go. Designate all that for smoothing. Nobody's died yet. I've preemptively, as you can see, built plenty of coffins just to be on the safe side, and yet somehow no deaths. Even in my more peaceful forts, I usually have at least one death by now. I wonder who it's going to be that bites the dust first. It's only a matter of time. Usually someone gets stuck in a drawbridge and gets crushed to death or something like that by now. Or drowns, or, you know, something like that. As long as it's not the cat, indeed. Where is Sergeant Tabby? There's the goose. And there's the turkey. We have a pet duck, a pet goose, and a pet turkey now. And the duck apparently is a war duck because it took on the giant Ulm in a fight and was actually winning. There's a stray duckling. Don't know where said duck is at the moment. There's Sergeant Tabby in the tavern. Hello, Sergeant Tabby. He's still very fat. Our big fat cat. Just rolling around the fortress. It's Garfield. Right. Well, ladies and gents, I think we're done here for today, as much as I'm tempted to continue, because, man, Dwarf Fortress is addictive like that. We're not going to for now. Well, we'll come back with more tomorrow, I suspect, honestly. I'm on a bit of a Dwarf Fortress roll at the moment. It's the one bit of content I'm putting out at the minute that I'm genuinely really enjoying. I need to put out some more Empire at War and Isle 2, but I just can't quite summon up the enthusiasm to start writing more narrative intros at the moment. This is the problem with doing series that have those narrative intros in them, because when you're just not in your headspace is not in a writing headspace, it causes problems. But people really enjoy them, so I don't want to just stop doing them and then just upload the episodes without the intros. So you'd like to see more Unreal? You know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll record some Unreal tomorrow. Just spend maybe all I don't know. Could do with sitting down and spending a whole afternoon on Unreal. Just get the rest of the game finished. I won't blame you for releasing them without intros. Yeah, I don't want to, though, because I know people will be really disappointed. It will negatively impact their enjoyment of the videos if it doesn't have them. What am I on this screen for? Oh, I was going to look for nobles and administrators. No, I wanted to see if we needed any... had any new things here. I can't remember what a militia captain is for off the top of my head. I mean, we have a militia commander, but I don't remember what the difference between that and a militia captain is. We don't have a sheriff. Honestly, I don't remember the sheriff being a thing either. I know about the hammerer. He's the guy who deals out justice. Don't recall what the sheriff is for. Outsource the writing of the intro? That sounds like a terrible idea. On many, many levels. Captain leads squads. No, the commander leads a squad. I think it's the other way around. I think the commanders lead squads and the captain's the guy in overall charge. Yes, I'm afraid of our 59 dwarves, not a single one has medical experience. Sadly. I don't know what the messenger's for either, actually. The messenger, that's a new one. Not sure what the purpose of the messenger dwarf is. What are you guys all doing? Oh, you're all heading down into the tombs to start smoothing it out, huh? It's so hilarious when you do that. Just watching a whole crowd pile out of the temple and the tavern like, come on, boys, we're gonna go do some smoothing downstairs, let's go! It's just a stampede of dwarves. Oh, dear. Anyway, yes, we are done here for today. I'll be back with more of this tomorrow, potentially, if I'm not recording Unreal instead. But in the meantime, folks, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you. Oh, do you know what? I don't think I ever actually designated these as bedrooms, so that's a bit foolish. Hold on, let me do that before we go, otherwise I'll forget. Yeah, I didn't, oh my god, what a moron. What a maroon. None of these were assigned as bedrooms this entire time. There we go. And we still don't have enough, I don't think, for our 59 population. I really just ought to set up a temporary dormitory somewhere, a really nicely decorated one, so that dwarves aren't sleeping on the dirt while their imbecile administrator, i.e. me, fails to provide them with lodgings. God damn it. Anyway, right. Oh, I want to get some statues in this hall as well. That's certainly a thing I want to do. One next to each of these pillars. Maybe one on either side, actually. So I'll get somebody on statue production at some point as well, I think. In fact, we can do that now via work orders, can't we? Make me some statues. The cat is scratching the back of my chair right now, which is his little way of saying, "Excuse me, sir, please may I have some food?" There we go, make rock statue. Okay, that will do it, folks. Save and return to title menu. Right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for tuning in as well. I hope you've been enjoying catching up on these on YouTube as well. I really wasn't convinced it was a good idea to upload these to YouTube, but people really did request them, so I decided, oh, well, fair enough, might as well do it. If people want to see it, I guess they'll have it. I'll catch you all next time, everybody. Is there someone I could rate? Ah! Variax streaming, and so is Zemolf, actually. I haven't raided Variax in ages, though, so I'm going to raid Variax. If I can remember how the hell you do that. Just switch this to the starting soon screen. Even though it's a lie, we're ending soon, not starting soon. There we go. He gave me a raid yesterday, so it seems fair to me. There we go. Go say hello to Variax. He's playing some more Deus Ex Human Revolution. I'll probably be tuning in, actually, to him in a bit, to be honest. Soon the starting screen will feature a platinum step ladder. Do you know what? We're going to have to build this platinum jewel-encrusted step ladder, aren't we? Just for the memes. I'm going to have to get our best metal crafter on that next time. Anyway. See you later, folks. Toodaloo.